Okay. Nagbabalik. Ito na. Like nyo na yung video. Kung dito kayo nag-aabang ng mga upload, i-like nyo na to. Tapos panoorin nyo to ng buo. Ay, palike naman oh. Palike naman guys oh. Like nyo na oh. Sige na oh. Ay, ano bang lineup nila ngayon? May Ling. Naagaw yung ano, Balmon. May chance dito yung Navi. Maganda yung... Feeling ko mas maganda yung lineup ng Navi. Pero di pa rin natin sure. Oh, yun lang. Binabawi ko na yung sinasabi ko. Kaya habulin? Hindi na nahabul. Oh no! Binabawi ko na yung sinabi ko. Nagbago na isip ko.
My God. I think if we pull up the replay, I'm fairly certain Keishi got hit by the falling star move. Vival got in quickly and retreat, and it was just the auto attack.
We need a replay of that if we can, you know.
Oh, thank you, Zipper. Thank you. Here we go. Keep your eyes open, okay? Hits. Oh, it's the missile arrow! No way! Every single time you count out this Selena, somehow squeezes out the perfect amount of value.
Oh my God, it's a target lock ability when it's on her, man. How does she find that? Literally threading the needle!
In the middle of...
Oh my God.
People literally weaved it through. I don't know. I got no explanation for it, but great play. No matter what, they still nail. Oh boy.
That's the thing, right? On the glue, when you're up against a Ling, just Tempest of Blades and oh my God, Fumi Echo, you stole a turtle already. Calm down. Calm down now. We don't want an orange buff take.
Oh, they're going to be trying to try and get as much as they possibly can at this stage, but I'm more worried about Rian here, because again, going to be thinking about the cross-map plays. That's the beauty of this Moskov. Obviously, you're able to kind of pin that lane down, but at the same time, if you're not causing that cross-map play, how are you going to do it? Or they can even set it up as a bait to maybe cause Vival to go down and commit to something.
And that's what we were talking about for the Bauman earlier in game number 3. We're like, if you can CC her at the right time, then the lethal counter shouldn't be an insta-win on the red tree. And that's exactly what Vitality do. Though I really thought it was going to be more on Turtle 2 when Atlas gets the fatal links. Turns out, nope. With the missile arrow, it's pretty good. Mirai goes in on Vivian. Don't think it's going to be a mount. It's just a bit of poke onto Vivian with the rest of the team as they go and contest for Turtle 2.
Yep, they just got to slap him up here. And look at this. I just love the fact that Navi's already prepared on that purple buff.
Yeah, falling star move in the back line now onto Keishi. Forcing Rihanna away again. It's in the electric from Vivo.
No,
He's
go
there perfectly now. The top of the blaze lands.
Okay. Gusto talaga
Won't be able
sila.
to get on rain.
Grabe, halimaw naman mag-ling yan. Kaya yan? Bak na kaya?
Dangerous game here for both sides. Keishi, unfortunately, that lethal counter was just a little short. Couldn't get it past it as Vivian pulled her away in the middle of that fight. Vitality's already looking in pretty good shape here, but now this 1.3k lead, we should know what to expect at this point. We've already seen it happen 2 games in a row now.
And you can't even blame Keishi. You got a falling star moon that you got to dodge. You got Vivian who's constantly on you, and the rest of the team, they were trying to peel too. It's just they don't have the resources to peel. This is kind of a composition made to dive, made to look for damage. Especially Ayanami.
Hirap
it's
na
just something
tumabalan
Vivo
yan.
can just pop in Tempest Ablaze.
Go.
There you go.
Oh,
it's
yun
a
ako.
lethal counter.
That's what you want to see. But unfortunately for Balmon into the Ling matchup, it starts to become a lot harder once Vival is in a position where she's 2 levels ahead of Keishi. Every single time you want to take a buff, as long as I can force you to use your ult on your buff, you ain't touching mine.
Bakit tadali yung Balmon?
Double
Bloody.
lane for Rian, trying to get closer. Finding a way to close the gap on goal. Chell though. Oh, this is a greedy move. She gets it and the VMI back despite the Spear of Misery.
Nicely done, nicely done. It's all these small little wins that are just going to start stacking up. Hopefully it's not going to cause that mental damage again, which Vitality, they know how to apply, especially with the way that they play the game in the late stages, how they chokehold their enemies. But now, I would imagine that Vitality, ideally, they need to start getting this lead back. And so far, we do see that Rain getting zoned out by Fumieko pretty early on into this bout, as there's only 10 seconds left until the next turtle.
Ayanami, oh man, Sini's just so aware. Spots her instantly with a trap. Ayanami forced out of the bush. Lethal take already earlier for Vitality. That gives a little bit more vision to the rest of the team. Navi got tempo in the mid lane.
They're gonna have to dance around for a little bit. They didn't set enough abyssal traps. Cine is going to hold on to it for now. They don't want to have the perfect position around this lord because there's no reason to be around this turtle at this point of time. And wait, hold on, bottom side.
Ooh.
Looks like Rian, you're taking a good chunk of that blazing duet.
Cine, it's going to be dirty if you land it. The SOD lands, but oh, whoa, Rian goes for a Bibble. Sees the angle. Oh no, Rian in the bottom lane. 3 members coming around, and it's Cine who picks up the kill. Navi weren't even on the turtle, so it gives Vitality a way to
nice.
respond to this.
Nice, nakukuha nila.
Really quick. No Finch
Okay.
as well.
Fatal Lane stocks her up again. This time it's Keishi who still secures it. Gets a double on the whack as
Nakabawi
well.
sila.
All right.
Okay yan, okay yan, okay yan.
At least Navi was able to get something off this. Yes, it did come at the cost of a little bit of scaling time, but it's not the end of the world. And City just trying her best to get away from the scenario that Rain is trying to force upon her.
No flicker. Uh-oh. The trap lands. Cine gets
Oh.
an arrow as well. Now it's Vivo with the
Grabe
rock up
talaga
two. It's gonna go on to
mag-lane.
Rian. Tempest ablaze, ready to
Te.
react to spot. She just
Oh
got back
my
in lane. And she is dead. Cine gets traded
God,
over, but I think
Lai.
for now, Vitality will think that was already a
God,
lost cause on the
Lai.
Selena, so we get one on top of it.
Outplayed,
Mahirap.
and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. City, just great awareness overall. Set it up perfectly for Villa, and that's exactly what you want to see, especially when you know, hey, I'm playing Selena, my usage isn't to be consistent damage, I'm a little bit of burst, and I don't scale very well in the late game, but you love these stuns.
Rian doesn't like it. I don't think Navi likes those stuns. Right?
I think Rian could have purified out of it, so
She's gotta hold it.
she's gonna hold it still. If
Listen,
it's Abyssal Arrow,
that's
use it. If it's Fatal Links, that's when you use it.
yes.
Masyado tayong
If it's
delay.
Falling Star,
There's just too many layers.
there's too much. Ideally, it all comes down to once, and hopefully you don't die, but like you're praying at that point.
Oh god. I mean, at this point, even if it has a blaze, we have to purify out, right? Like the knockup itself.
Grabe,
like,
layo
it's
ng
so high
ano
on the way,
natin.
just enough for Chell to pick the turret up top. And you have to take a look at this. Rian, the 2 deaths have set her behind so much. 2-level lead earlier. Rian finally gets to level 10, but that means
Nice
my god,
one.
these arrows are point click.
Yeah, they are point and click. Let's pull up the whoa, hold up. What is going on here?
Vivian's just having a bit of fun on the Atlas, you know?
You're trying to open up the map through the mid too. I mean, like, you're trying for a lot here. Navi has seen that 3 games in a row. I don't think they're gonna let it happen 4 times.
Well, at least, you know, on the perfect match, you get a damage reduction as well. On the show earlier, she got bursted down in the late game. Yeah, I'd love to see the items as well. I agree. I want to see Rian and Chell. Specifically, it's a 1,000 gold lead between the 2.
Thank you, Zipper. Really appreciate it. 2 items to 2 here. At least the House Call is already done. Starlium Scythe finished already for Cine, but generally speaking, pretty even overall.
Oh, about to be a 1-item advantage for Vivo. Already on the way to the endless battle. So these boys up front. Breath there. Won't be too anymore with the endless battle. That's true damage that Vivo's going to be able to do.
Magigiba na yata yung laptop ko.
Begins. This is where it's going to get really, really difficult because Chell, once the Trinity is already complete, will be able to kind of just soul. They can just hold it hostage for as long as they want. While you, as you can see, on the opposite
nangyari
end.
sa audio?
They
Sa
have to
laptop ko ba
respond
yun
to this.
o sa
Last time Navi lost with
live
all their
mismo?
inhibitors, they dragged it out about 30 minutes, and even then still couldn't get back into this game. So it's better to save the early mid before we get to that point.
And it's just going to be a bounce and dash over from Vitality, dancing away with the Lord, utilizing Cine to clear down below with the Season Hunter, I guess, bro.
I guess.
Anything works.
They gotta make it happen, but it's not enough of a threat for Navi to care about it. And it looks like, honestly, this is getting under the radar. Rian's in a position holding mid and still being able to clear that bot side. But let's see if it does start to force whether this SOD connects.
Okay.
What did Vitality do? Did he pull the trigger on a fight, on a skirmish? Vivo's losing a ton of HP already. Vivian, perfect match onto it.
Kaya,
Back line. Oh, wait, Vivian just goes for the it's gonna be the Lord secured already. The SOD lands, but you shouldn't take it.
Ang hirap talaga sa kanila
Vivian, as she survived.
Oh, yung MM!
Rian did eventually
Hello?
take it for some reason and decided, you know what, I don't want to push down on that bot side. I gotta go save that top side instead.
I thought it would be
Naglalakba yung MM niya. Hindi ko lang
into 4v5, but now Vitality, they, well, should be happy with that. No trades at all. Navi don't get any gold in their pockets from that.
And they also got the battle spells out of the most important targets, the main engagers for the side of Navi, and I think that's why Vitality is a little like, oh boy, we gotta be a little careful, right? If their engage is too strong or hits too many of us, it's already over, so if it only hits one of us, we can counter-engage.
So now with the Lord bottom lane, Vivian's gonna walk up on Ayanami. Just opening up the map, the Ling's up top. Vivil's doing such a fantastic job. They're gonna siege in mid. Mirai can't
Kaya yan.
defend it. There you go. I thought she was gonna walk up there.
I thought she was going to walk up there too. But at this point, at least now that the Lord has already been taken care of, they now need to worry about that second wave that's about to collapse here. Okay, forcing the fight.
Pumalag. Kaya.
Big fatal links. The Abyssal Arrow doesn't land, but now it's gonna be the re-engage from
Wala
Fumieko.
pa. Pumasok yung ano. Pumasok yung link.
Zone away by Rian right now. Is that the chase
Nice
on
one.
Fumieko, who's still
Kaya
able to
ba?
get the Abyssal Arrow landed earlier. Vivo now caught on the back.
Na-dodge.
Dodging away from the lethal
Grabe.
counter.
Nicely done by Navi. A successful defense, and we know they've been put in these positions many times before, but the gold lead is honestly negligible at this point. 3.5k as we're about to get into the later stages of the game. Once you're past 42,000, that means all of your core should have the correct amount of core items to start brawling out with everybody else. The major leads that we've seen in Fumieko, crazy amount of damage dealt already. More than Chell, more than Rain.
3.5k gold lead for Vitality, but it feels like a 10k gold lead. They're holding every single position on the map. Navi are just stuck under this tier 2. Mirai's doing a good job at least, you know, but it's kind of like the roamer's job now for Vitality. It's just freezing up the waves.
Okay. Immortality down, and Vivian's dead.
Did we just say classic Vivian or what? Let me just happen twice.
I think it has to be classic Vivian. Don't worry. But honestly, it comes at almost little to no loss. It's not like it was a fat shutdown anyways.
Cheap flicker.
Yeah, and
which is pretty big.
Well, that is true. I can't. Ooh. Is that unforgivable? I'll forgive it in like 96 seconds.
Lord's gonna be up in 15 though. Vivil's doing a good job again, just shoving in bottom lane, stopping Navi from getting any capitalization, any conversion on the objective. Vivo, whoa, this is greedy from Vivo. Wait a second.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God, she still got it.
Go.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the funniest part because now the lethal counter is out. All there's left is Keishi's retribution, so they just have to wait it out.
20 seconds, Keishi's trying to burst it down.
Kaya? Kaya i-burst?
For a bit more poke now as Navi go for the gamble straight up.
Ano, G? Ayun na si Fumieko. Wala. Hindi talaga kaya. Wala talaga, Lude. Kaya, wala, hindi na. Reset nyo na lang.
Perfect match.
Oh my God,
again as
si
a
Mirai. Mirai, okay ka lang? Okay, dead si Vivian. Nag-SS na yung puling. Sige lang, sige lang. Yung MM pre-hit, nice one. May nagagawa na si Rian. Tumalbog pa. Tumalbog pa. Tumalbog pa, Lodi. Mamamatay ka niya, Keishi. Oh my God.
Imagine.
Pero okay lang.
Imagine a world.
Okay lang. Panalo sila dun sa
Flare
clash.
takes it away compared to a lethal counter retribution. That would sting.
That would sting for sure. But Navi play it well in that skirmish. Rian just in the back, utilizing the Spear of Misery for when Vitality jump, when they pounce on Navi. And I think that's the right way. I think all this time Navi have been trying to just jump in where they should be kiting back.
Lagi na lang kawawa yung MM nila. Pansin ko lang. Parang laging kada game bugbog yung MM nila. No? Seryoso ba to? Hello? Hello?
Oh man, they're still walking up right now. Tier 2 in the mid lane gonna fall. Navi.
Guys, like nyo na. Kung umabot kayo dito, i-like nyo na yung video. Kung nag-enjoy kayo dito, panoorin nyo. Tapos i-like nyo yung video. Okay. Nag-SS. Wala. Nice one. Nice! Hindi na nila kaya. Nag-aabang yung link. Bantay sa laka yung link. Kaya, Tore? Yung Lord, wala na yung Lord. Parang kaya. Bumak na kayo! Natatakot na ako sa galawan nyo. Bak na. Okay, nice.
Even if the second wave's
nice.
it's just too much pressure. We're gonna have to back up here.
800 gold lead now for Navi. That lead that Vitality have been building up, that 3,000, completely gone. And I gotta say, 90 seconds have passed. I still don't forgive Vivian.
Would have been nice to have. Would have really been nice to have that flicker. No matter what, it just goes to show that every little resource makes the difference. No flicker on Vivian, but not Ayanami able to flicker to close and get right on top of Shell after a Purify. There's just so many different layers that we have to keep account for. And I think even for Navi and as well as Vitality, it's basically an info dump on all sides.
I think one of the biggest wins, though, for Navi wasn't just cracking open a base turret up top, but it was the purple buff mainly, taking it away from Vivo. Now takes her out of the equation, at least with dealing with the waves and the sides. Now it's Rian free on the sides, piercing through that turret onto City. Throwing a brew.
Kaya na? Kaya na pumalago, ano G? G na yan. Oh, Fatal Links, ang ganda! Oh my God, ay, pero wala. Nice. Oh, yung pumasok yung MM mo. Pumasok mag-isa yung MM. Papalag. Nice. Ayan na yung Ling. Naku po. Naku po. Oh. Okay, nice. Nice. Pumasok sa apat yung Ling. Bon.
Wind of Nature saves the day. Bibble is down and it's 17 seconds for the Lord to spawn for Navi.
Dude, I get it. It's like a slightly awkward fight. Like everybody is flickering just a little bit earlier than they probably should, and abilities are coming out just a little bit later than they need to be. It's a battle of margins at this point, and they're all trying to think, hey, I gotta predict when you are gonna use that dash more than reacting to it.
Nice.
Vitality is still trying to go for it. Vivian
Kaya bang agawin?
walks up. They dealt with the wave in the bottom lane.
Uy!
Vivian's gonna go for
Anong
the
trip nito?
lockdown on Keishi. It's the frozen,
Ano trip?
but no
Ano,
fatal
G?
race. Now they go on Ayanami.
Pinana. Nice. Tumama yung ano. Tumama si Moskov. Sige, habulin mo, Moskov. Kaya mo yan, Moskov. Hindi tumama yung pana. Nice one.
Barely 1 HP.
Oh,
And
nasa manito.
Vitality in a position
Octopus
that's
na
not
to.
exactly in their favor anymore. Navi, in a while we've seen in these past couple of games, after taking so much punishment, this is the closest they're going to go to try and get a second game to equalize it against Vitality. And that should stop the momentum.
And they got the evolved Lord. Vitality already struggled clearing out the Lord earlier, and it was with this kind of composition. Again, the Selena not great at clear. The Ling as well. Throne of Ruin. Only landing on the front, but now,
nice one. Nalusaw. Nice one. Nice one, Moskov. Ikaw the best dyan. Best player ka dyan eh. Okay. Oh, ayun lang. Ayun lang. Moskov, Torre. Torre na, Moskov. Nice one. Tablang laban.
Wow.
Hindi pwede matapos agad.